What's up, y'all? Kyle Hamilton here. I want to give a quick shout out to Lucas, Connor, and Ryan in the Week 0 podcast.
Jackson rolling out, 3rd and 7 after the penalty, and it's a completion to Kuma. He's still running. Kuma breaks free against a tire defense as the Hokies deliver the dagger here in Tallahassee. Empty look for Richardson. Oh, that is danger! Oh my! Keidron Smith cuts inside, and he's gonna pick six it in the swamp. Cat scratch fever Smith.
DJ is picked off, intercepted again by Benjamin Morrison. Here goes Morrison down the sideline. Can he go? Yes, he can. Touchdown, pick six, Benjamin Morrison. Nix drops back underneath. Touchdown, Ducks. Wow. Chase Taylor.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Week 0 podcast, where it's just the three amigos this week. Lucas and Phil are not gracing us with their presence tonight. It is I, Connor Constradamus Doherty, your host. To my left is Ryan, still won't shut up about the Ohio State game. Oh, never mind. Here comes Phil.
We do have Phil.
Hey. I didn't realize Phil was coming. My bad. So now next to me is Ryan. Says he's hopes to beat Duke, but it still won't shut up about the Ohio State game travel. Below me is Phil, who does not want to ever talk about Deion or LeBron James ever again after Tuesday's show. And then, of course, in the diagonal is Josh, number one Gator hater, Bryant. I like that. There you go. I like it. A little rhyming scheme. Yep. Ryan's being annoyed.
I'll kick you, boys.
Oh, and
Dookie boys.
And Lucas.
Hey, yo.
Oh, my God. These boys just showing up late.
Lucas, are you in another airport?
I'm in Olive Garden.
Bro, we're done now. Not cool.
He's just like,
Yeah,
boys.
Can I flip this?
Oh, man.
No,
When you get
can't.
You can't read.
He can leave.
Oh, he's gone. No, he's gone. Duke is no pushover. That is very true, I think, in my opinion.
That's
I think-
correct.
Oh, no.
I heard him come back.
Oh, no.
He figured it out.
I was trying to
Yeah,
flip the camera.
Oh, man.
You got your food already? Oh, you got put away. Dude, he's doing
Here,
that
someone
to
put it.
himself.
Someone put it on. Put it on.
Oh, no.
No, Lucas, you gotta go put it back. We didn't
No,
see her.
sorry.
Put it up.
Okay, Lucas, it's date night. Bro, this is not your best look.
Date night, baby.
Bro,
Go
you
Dookie
got a
boys.
booger the size of Montana up your nose, dude.
Lucas, you gotta turn it around. We didn't see it. We didn't see your wife.
I didn't see
I'm
what?
messing with
Your
you.
fiance.
You're
You didn't see
all
your
trying.
fiance.
Oh, man.
Hi. Uncomfortable on camera.
Just like,
Got it.
That is the smug face of a dude who is
All
doing
right,
well.
let's cut this guy. Let's cut down. Goodbye, Lucas. Enjoy your date.
Hey, I'm taking Kansas and Duke.
Oh,
She looked into the camera like, is that a black guy?
oh, Jesus.
Oh my God.
I can't believe you just kicked me out right before saying that.
I'm kicking you now. Goodbye. Enjoy your date,
Hey.
dude.
Horns down
Yeah.
week.
Horns
Horns
down.
down week.
Horns
Let's
down
go.
week.
Let's go.
One's down week.
All right, I'm gonna dip out.
All right, later,
Thanks,
Lucas.
Have a good night.
Okay. Enjoy Olive Garden.
Jeez.
That was the look of a guy who is doing well in life.
O'Connor,
Yeah,
within the
man.
first
New
minute,
house.
you were proven a liar.
Hey, you know what? He skipped that on the podcast.
For a very good reason. I mean, Olive Garden, Olive Garden's pretty good. It's been a long time since I've been there.
Connor's like the Olive Garden. Dude.
I want
Olive
some Olive
Garden,
Garden.
bro.
I want some
And those
pasta.
breadsticks.
I haven't had some pasta. I haven't had the
Tour of
roll.
Italy. Hell yeah.
Tour of Italy is amazing.
Exactly.
Tour of Italy is amazing.
Hey, we got some really nice townhomes.
No inside jokes on the pod. Phil doesn't even know
Oh
that
God.
one.
And Josh and I can say that.
Oh
Ryan,
man.
I won't finish that. I think you know what I'm going to talk about, Josh.
All right. What are we talking about tonight, boys?
All right. Well, it's first things first. We got an AP poll reaction. If I could pull this up real quick, we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about our own AP poll, and then get straight into the pick ones.
Townhomes.
Townhomes.
Oh my god!
Townhouses around
Do
here.
you want me to explain this? Do you want me
Do
to tell
not.
you what happened?
Do not.
Well,
Do
that's
not. Not yet. It's going to be a couple weeks.
We'll tell you in the chat. It was
There we
hilarious.
We'll get you in the chat.
Oh my god! Townhomes.
All right.
Okay.
Cut it off. We already saw that.
That is such an inside joke. Okay. Right off the bat, do you think? I mean, Ohio State was at 6 though, so I get them jumping Florida State and Penn State, especially Florida State. You know, struggling against Clemson.
Ooh, bad take.
Well, I wouldn't say okay, not
They
struggle.
struggled.
But I understand why they jumped them. I understand that. I don't think it's
Florida
I don't think
State's
they
had
truly struggled.
back-to-back
Clemson's still
less
good.
than impressive.
Clemson's better than their record in my opinion.
Less than they should have been. I'll say
Yeah.
that. Less than they should have been.
Plus, Ohio State has the win over the number 11 team. Florida State has the win over the number 13
Right.
team.
And at the time, that was a top 10 win. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do
Horrible
like Kansas
graphic.
and Fresno State being ranked, and Mizzou finally getting some respect.
Yeah, SEC.
Yeah, Mizzou's up there like they should be.
SEC.
I'm sorry, Florida should not be there. But that's
Huh?
okay.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
fix
Florida
that
still
this
should
week.
Get the Gators
Florida's
out of there.
supposed to be
Get the Gators out of there.
Give me Air Force over the Gators.
I would take Air Force over Florida.
Air Force over the Gators. You think they would
Yes.
beat Florida
Dude,
on
you-
a neutral field?
Yes.
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 I think
I'm
that's
not-
a lot.
sure
I'm
about
not a
that.
believer.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I'm not a believer in Florida. It's Florida hate week. It's gonna be.
Well,
Yeah.
you have to hate them this week, right? But
I have to hate them this week.
I don't know, man.
Like
Dude,
Brand
Air
Mertz
Force
has
looks
put
pretty damn good,
up
man.
numbers
Air Force
on
does look good.
McNeese High School, and I actually know that. I mean, yeah, they did put up.
Well, I mean,
numbers
when
on
is the last
McNeese.
time Air Force has ever been ranked? Have they ever been ranked?
A
I don't know.
couple weeks ago. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hate the graphic. I don't like
Graphics
it.
crash.
Graphic could use some work. Why is like the first column 8 teams? I don't like it.
Ours is better.
I think we're hashing out where teams belong a
I
little
think
bit.
Washington should be higher.
Ooh.
You think Washington
Yeah, I
should
don't
be
know.
higher? Who do they leapfrog?
think-
I don't know. You're right. You're right. Maybe they don't leapfrog anybody. I mean, I like Washington though.
Okay, how about this? What about this, Phil? We moved Florida State down to 7 and moved Penn State up to 5 and Washington to 6.
I mean, I'm not too mad at that. That makes
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Maybe
That's
No,
I
if
think
anything-
that seems fair.
If anything, I'm moving Penn State down to 7 and Washington up to 6.
Well,
No,
That-
no,
I don't
Penn
think that's
State
right.
has
Penn
been
State
winning
beat a ranked
convincing
team.
games.
Florida State has the
Penn
best
State has
win of
a
those
seat.
3 teams though.
Okay, but Iowa, Phil, it's
No,
Iowa.
I get it. I know it's Iowa, but you know the AP ranked Iowa. I would have ranked Iowa actually last week, but Florida State still has the most impressive win of those 3 teams.
Yeah.
Wasn't USC like 5 or 6 last week?
Yeah, they dropped. They got
Yes, they
dropped.
actually
for
did
that
drop.
performance.
So I do like that. They dropped.
Yeah, they did drop for
ASU.
that, and we got so much crap for that on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
For dropping SC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
USC
Yeah.
fans said dropping them 5 spots was wild because we dropped them from 3 to 8 in a week.
We have them where the AP has
Bama was only like 13, so they went out.
I have
1,
SC at
that
9.
win. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
USC at 9.
Yeah,
Or you
I had-
put Oregon over USC right now?
I did.
I would too.
Yeah, I had Oregon over USC. Oregon looks like the most complete team, even including Washington, who I have ranked higher than Oregon right now. But of those 3 Pac-12 teams that I think have a legit chance. I mean, throw Utah in there, I guess, but I don't think they really have a legit chance. But USC, Washington, Oregon, I think Oregon is the best of all of them, at least more complete than all of them. SC's offense is explosive. Washington has a pretty good offense too.
SC's defense is trash.
SC's defense is trash. Washington's defense is not that great. And then Oregon has the best defense of all three of them.
There are levels to this. And I was even thinking, when we dropped, I tried to explain, because, we had a USC fan say, dropping USC from 3 to 8 is wild. I said, giving up 28 points to Arizona State is also wild.
Yeah.
Arizona
State on their second and third string quarterback.
No, Ryan,
with Drew
since
Pine.
You had him last year. All you had to say is giving up 28 points to Drew Pine.
Wild.
It is. That is wild. That is
That's all you
wild.
have to say.
I'm going to pick a team on here that I don't think should be ranked as high as they are, and it's not necessarily because of their record. I just think some teams behind them either have a better resume and or are better. I actually agree with Playbook over here. UNC. I feel like UNC is a little too high.
Yeah, I'm not really buying UNC. They've really struggled. Obviously, the App State, they haven't looked the best. They didn't, they haven't really wowed me. I have Drake May in fantasy, and I haven't started in the past 2-3 weeks because it just hasn't been good for them. Honestly, I'd probably take Duke over them. I'd swap UNC and Duke based on
I would take the next two teams behind them over there.
I would go a step further. I think, and this is going to be very unpopular, I think Miami and UNC should switch.
Okay.
I put Duke.
Being high on Miami.
They
got the win over. They got the win over Texas A&M.
Yep.
Yeah, but I know Ryan doesn't like Miami. I'd move Miami. I'd put Miami above UNC, but I'd put Duke above UNC.
Yeah, how about this?
The thing is, Duke is going to lose this week.
I put Duke at 15.
They're going to drop anyway.
I'd put Duke at 15. I'd put Miami at 17 and North Carolina at 18.
Yeah, I feel like you're putting Duke at 15 for ulterior reasons.
No. First of all, I think Washington State is better than Oklahoma. I'd move Wazoo. I'd slide Oklahoma down. I'd put Wazoo at 14 because they have one of the best wins of anybody in the top 25. I would slot Duke in right behind them at 15. And then I'd put Oklahoma at 16, Miami at 17, and then North Carolina at 18. I think that it would feel a lot better.
Okay.
I don't really know what Oklahoma's done. What has Oklahoma done to be
win games that they're supposed to win?
They look pretty impressive. I'll give them
that.
Their
offense,
they haven't played anybody, but
their defense looks way more improved, but their offense doesn't look
another
as good
Notre
as it was
Dame
last
fan
year.
thinks that Duke is 15. Shocker.
Yeah.
Trying to make that better. Okay, do you guys like
Shocker.
Missouri getting?
I'm saying Missouri should be ranked.
I like Missouri being there. I don't see why Florida's 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it
really
either.
don't, because what's the argument there? Well,
they're getting credit for losing at Utah without Cam Rising.
No. What they're getting credit for is beating Tennessee
Yeah.
at home in a place where Tennessee hasn't won in 20 years.
Which is even wild, but I think it's wild that Tennessee is ranked higher than them.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah, because Tennessee is a better team than them, but I don't see why they're ranked.
That may be true, but I feel like if you lose to a team, you can't then turn around and say we're better than you, so we should be ranked higher than you, especially if you have the same record.
My only issue with this top 25 is I think it's kind of not that big of a gripe because it'll handle itself this weekend.
Yeah,
I think Notre Dame's better than Utah. I think I would put Notre Dame at 10, put Utah, slide them down to 11 because they've struggled against teams like Baylor. And now I understand they've won and they haven't had Cam Rising, but I mean, Baylor's terrible.
They only won 14-0 versus UCLA.
No, 14-7. Their defense carried them. Yeah,
14-7.
Utah has just not looked impressive, and I think the only reason that they're ahead of Notre Dame on this list is because since they have Florida ranked, they're giving Utah credit for a ranked win.
Well, I mean,
Well,
they
have
already
2
had a
ranked
ranked
wins.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
got 2.
Oh
Two
yeah.
regular
Well,
season.
UCLA is not ranked anymore, so I guess.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair.
Utah took care of that.
Yeah, but like you're right, as Josh said, that would have been 2 ranked wins. Who else on this list has 2 ranked wins?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah,
Right.
nobody.
That
early in the season.
No, not Texas. I'm trying to think.
Nobody does.
Nobody.
Nobody
There's
does.
nobody right now this week that has that. I mean, after this upcoming week,
Yeah.
I suspect some teams will, but
Overall, I mean, I like the addition of Mizzou. I think Mizzou is a sleeper team in the SEC East. Me and Lucas got laughed at for having them at 9-3.
Some people.
We got laughed at for that prediction, and
By me, I laughed at you.
and then I like Kansas. I love seeing Kansas get the love again from the AP poll, and Fresno State. Fresno State's been a sneaky good team. Hey, you know what Fresno State did? They beat Arizona State more convincingly than USC did.
They did.
there you go.
They did.
At Arizona State, right?
Arizona State. So yeah, I mean, I like this list a lot. It's just kind of a nitpicking thing at this point.
Do you want to show our list next?
Yep.
Yeah, let's show ours, and then we don't
Ours
really
is
have to talk about it too much.
Like we say, Josh, ours is always right.
Ours is far more. Ours is definitely right.
It's the only.
Ours is right to us.
Right.
Of course, it feels great to us.
USC fans may not agree,
USC fans hate us.
and so do North Carolina.
Find out because we know this one simple trick.
All right. So starting with you, Phil. What are your thoughts on the Week 0 podcast top 25?
Well, I think I talked to you specifically about this. I think personally, just based on my list, I dropped Notre Dame further than 1. All right. They did lose at home. I get that there's some controversy, if you want to call it that. However, the game has been played. The results are in. They lost. All right. And just on the strength of that, I don't think I couldn't feasibly have them ranked higher than Bama, who beat a ranked team the same day. So I had Bama ahead of them, and I think I have Bama at 11. I have USC all the way down at 9 on my list because I have they're not that great.
I definitely feel like we need to going forward. We need to have Phil give his as well. With that, I definitely think that we definitely need to have that going forward. I think that'll create a little bit more movement and stuff, and maybe we'll see. You know.
So I think that it is what it is. And then I put LSU, I believe, at 11, and then Notre Dame right behind them at 12. So on my list, Notre Dame dropped 3 or 4
Who is
spaces.
LSU beating?
LSU,
Ryan, buddy.
LSU
LSU whooped the absolute crap out of Mississippi State.
Yeah, Notre Dame whooped the absolute crap out of NC State.
Mississippi State is a better team.
No, they're not. It's not good.
Yes,
NC
State is 3-1. Mississippi State is 2-2.
Mississippi State is better than NC State.
I don't know about that.
I do.
Come on, bro.
NC State.
I just sent my list, by the way.
Okay,
but
cool.
Here's the thing, like, I'm not mad. I'm not too mad. I do think it's absurd that they only dropped 1, but
how they look like a top 10
I got
team.
this. I got this.
It is a top 10 team.
Ryan, I got it.
Yeah.
So I dropped them 1 spot on my submission there.
Yeah.
And it's for one reason only. They lost to a team that was ranked higher than them by the amount of points they were supposed to lose by on a last-second touchdown.
Right.
So,
and that's fair. That's
they played
fair.
exactly how they were supposed to do.
I'm not
they just
upset
lost.
about it, right? I just think that losing at home matters. If they'd have lost at Columbus, if they'd have lost in Columbus, I'd have felt a little differently. But they lost at home. Granted, the other state was ranked higher than them, but they were comparable teams, and so I feel like they have to be punished a little bit for it.
I think you got to look at the context as well. Most people, that's the reason the AP poll didn't drop them very far either.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta look at the context. Most people, especially at ESPN's been pushing that narrative all week when talking about the Notre Dame Ohio State game. That Notre Dame lost this game.
Yeah.
Like that more than Ohio State.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that's part of it is you got to look at the Notre Dame had this thing in the bag, ready to, and they just gave it up.
Put 10 men on the field after a timeout. Yeah, we saw
And I
it.
think this is like we get upset with the AP poll because they tend to rank teams like the BCS did, where the computer didn't care about the circumstances of how you lost or why you lost. They rank based on, you lose, you drop. You win, you could beat Akron. You're going up the ranking. Like that's how it is. And I like that the AP poll is starting to change that, because you can't tell me watching that Ohio State Notre Dame game that both teams look like for sure top 10 teams.
That's how Ryan, I kind of agree and kind of disagree, because the AP poll rewarded Florida 2 spots up because they beat Charlotte 22-7. I don't know, man.
They pick and choose which teams they do it to.
I think bigger brands get better treatment, but I don't know.
I'm surprised we still have Tulane there. I feel like we haven't actually talked about Tulane in a little bit though as well.
Well, Tulane and Tennessee just did not move. They just stayed in the same spot.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I see on your list, you guys don't have Florida in the top 25. You don't even have them
absolutely not.
receiving a vote.
Yeah, they're unranked because that's where they belong.
Yeah.
They haven't. I'm sorry, I'm almost going to spit that. But I don't look. I know Swamp Magic, Swamp Voodoo is real. I know it is. It happens. Teams go into the swamp that should win the game that lose the game. I understand.
How did we drop Washington? I just noticed that.
That's just how it happened.
It just happened. Yeah.
At the time of Florida's win over Tennessee, was Tennessee a top 10 team?
No, they were ranked 11th.
They were 11th.
I also like that a lot of us Kansas State should technically be ranked on this list, but we didn't have.
They're ranked on my list.
I put them at 25.
What happened is we had 4 votes. We had 4 votes.
They were all different.
So no, we had 4 votes for Fresno State. We had 3 votes for Kansas State. We just ran out of spots.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened.
I'm not. I'll be honest. I mean, I don't know who Tulane played, but I feel like we're kind of just keeping them there because of how close of a loss that was to Ole Miss. And now,
and they didn't have their quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe I don't know. We'll see how this week goes. Maybe Tulane might just drop. Unfortunately, I don't know.
But that is wild, dude. We have Kansas State, Air Force, and Georgia State ranked ahead of Florida.
I think
and I'm not sure. Like, do you think Georgia State beats Florida on a neutral field?
I think it's a heck of a game. I think it's a better game than people think it's going to be. Florida's not as good as people think they are. I think they're going to win 5 games this year. I'm on
5.
Yeah, 5.
They win one more game this season. One more.
4.
They're 4-1.
And you think they're going to win one more game?
4-0. Yeah, they're going to win one more game.
Well, look, I certainly hope it plays out that way because,
and it might be it might be Vanderbilt.
It might be right.
Let's talk about this real quick because I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. How do you guys feel about USC dropping? I know we talked about it a little bit. What do you guys think about them dropping from 3 to 8 on our rankings in 1 week?
I feel like it's obviously it's both a combo of Ohio State jumping all that high, jumping to all the way from 8.
I mean, Ohio State was 8. Yeah, they were 8 for us last week.
Yeah, and then it's them, and then it's obviously it's USC struggling. You know, Josh, Lucas, and I all watched the USC game until about halftime, and they just looked uninspired for the majority of the time that we were watching that game. Right, Lucas? Like it was.
Josh.
Or sorry, Josh. My bad.
Detroit.
Right, they just looked uninspired most of the time we were watching that game.
Whatever.
So my opinion on it is it's less of USC not looking very good and more so just the other teams looking a lot better and winning their games.
I mean,
So,
most of us actually had it was kind of split. So USC was actually going to drop to 9 on our list, but I think it was 2 of you guys had it was kind of USC Oregon. Me and Lucas had Oregon ranked ahead of USC,
yeah.
and Josh and Connor had USC ahead of Oregon. So that's where they were very close to falling 6 spots.
Yeah.
So
I think it's
hold
just we also just didn't give Oregon as much credit against Colorado because obviously overall we're not buying into
I agree with this.
Colorado.
This is an interesting take here.
I
Yeah.
agree with that, actually.
What do you
I
guys,
think Penn State has looked more impressive than Ohio State has so far.
what are your guys' thoughts on where Oregon State fell? Dropping 4 spots after losing to Washington State on
Yeah, I
the
like that one. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Beeps
What
are
about,
there. It's okay.
What about Ole Miss dropping 9 spots?
I think
9 spots
I-
is a lot.
9
but-
spots is a lot, but
But
they went
Yeah.
into Tuscaloosa.
They
They had
the
a
game.
legitimate chance to win, and they didn't. They were playing better than Alabama most of that game, and they
Really,
just they
what was the score of that
couldn't
game?
finish it.
24-10
24-7.
or 24.
No,
14?
gosh, no, guys.
What
Pull
was
this up.
It was 7-6 last time I saw. I don't know. It wasn't a blowout, I don't think.
Penn
It was
State,
not a blowout.
Detroit. As much as I want to, I
10 to
can't go with
24.
Duke winning this. And I'll tell you why. And that's because the weakness on their defense is run defense. And I don't know if you've seen the line for the offensive line for Notre Dame, but they're pretty good. And they have running backs that are pretty good. So I just think they're going to get the ball ran on them at will.
We'll get into that game a little later.
What was the Alabama score?
I thought you guys were looking it up.
I did. It was 24-10.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus Christ, Tulsa. Jesus, Tulsa's kicking the absolute crap.
Oh,
out
I
of
took
it.
Tulsa. Let's go.
Yes.
I took Tulsa.
41-18, Tulsa.
41-18.
Yeah,
I'm
Oh, there we
taking
go.
that game. I hope I
That's
took Tulsa.
thank you for the free point, guys. Thank you. I
yeah.
took Tulsa.
Thanks. Yeah, I took Tulsa too. I think
I
Lucas
took
and
Tulsa
Josh-
too.
Yeah, I think Lucas.
Did we all
and
take
Josh-
Tulsa? No,
No,
I don't think we did.
I think
Not
Josh
all of us
took
took
Temple,
Tulsa. I took Temple. Oh, I did take Temple.
and Lucas took Temple.
Meow. Scored me again. Okay.
All right,
Let's
and
move
then
on to-
any other. I mean, with the teams we have, others who received votes. Do you guys like that? Kansas State, Air Force, Georgia State.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Kentucky somewhere in the others receiving
I like
votes
that.
again.
They were.
in
I would have included Florida, but whatever.
You know what's
That's okay.
crazy?
I'm a
though,
Gator
Phil?
hater. It's fine.
Phil, you know what's crazy? Or not Phil. Josh, you know what's crazy? Kentucky was
What's
in
crazy?
the others who received votes the first time we did this.
It was the second week.
Yeah, and they just completely fell out of the others who received votes.
Well, because everybody's looked better. I mean, I don't blame them. Kentucky looks like a sloppy football team, but they keep winning these games. I don't know, man.
All right. Let's get into the pick'ems that everyone is here for. Yeah.
Let's burn through them, baby. Let's go.
All right. Oh, wait. We need to do the pick'ems rankings. I completely forgot to put that in here.
Pick'ems. Oh, the standings.
Yeah, the standings. All right. Stall while I put this in here.
Okay. This is the sound of me stalling. Oh, hey. Here's a good idea.
Oh, we'll do our go do our
Yeah, W.
yeah, do
Guys,
I agree with Golden. Oregon looks better than USC.
Oregon does look better than USC. You know what looks better than all those canned energy drinks you're spending $2-3 a pop? I'm sorry, nobody's spending $2 on canned energy drinks anymore. $3-4 a pop at the gas station. W Energy, guys. It's clean. It tastes amazing. Honestly, one of the best powdered energy drinks out there. As far as taste goes, they're just killing it, guys. No artificial colors or anything like that. Nothing like that. It's sugar free. It's just good stuff. So good. I feel great after I have some in the morning, and it really gives me a nice tailwind in my day. Go to w.gg. That's w.gg. To to get yours and use code week0 at checkout. Let them know we sent you. By the way, this is my favorite flavor. It's Dub Sludge. It is a Granny Smith apple and secret sauce. I don't know what the sauce is, but I like it. Did I stall enough for you, Ryan?
Yeah, that's all enough. All right, the Week 0 podcast pick'em standings. We got
21-0 at halftime.
We got a 3-way tie for the pick'em's lead.
And Lucas is slowly falling off.
Yeah, Lucas
is really falling off. He's got 9 games. And
can I make a public service announcement here?
Go ahead. Phil needs to be on these.
So for the people who have watched this show, you have seen me at least twice. At least, maybe more than
points.
that. Make these pick'ems. I have suffered through Ryan's long list of pick'ems at least twice.
He has. You know what we need to do?
Here's why it's disrespectful, because they didn't include. There's some other guy on here.
Oh, Logan.
They didn't include on this list, but on the internal chat list, Logan has rankings and I don't.
No, Phil, you got rankings.
That's just like the 1 week overall.
Yeah,
it's for the 1 week.
Right now, actually,
all right.
And our guest, because technically Phil is still a guest, he'll be.
Right.
Okay.
No, technically, right now, but going forward, Phil will be a regular of the Week 0 podcast. But based off of just this season, I didn't want to get it all confused, and I wanted to give the guest pickers a fair shot, because otherwise Phil's going to be hitting on everything. So that's not really fair. So right now in our guest picker standings, when we did the 35 pick'ems the first week, Phil only got 13, right?
Why? You don't need to bring it up now. Don't bring it up now.
Bro.
You're just
if we're doing the guest
blanks
pick'em standings right now. So we got Liam, or was it? Yeah, it was Liam, the guy from No Context. He's in the lead right now.
Percentage.
Dude, yeah, he's got 27
out of 35.
27 out of like 30 some. And
that's pretty.
So then we got Logan in second. He got 24. So that's pretty dang good. And then we got Phil at 13.
Phil, what are you doing, buddy?
First of all, I feel like you picked my worst week.
Yeah.
I feel like we did. I feel like we did.
Should we just
spot Phil Lucas's points?
Arbitrarily give Phil like 100 and
give me I should have like 101.
Like 100 and like
pick
10,
in the pick
so
of
like
standings.
105. Just let him try and get back into it.
I say we spot him up to Lucas at 113. Let's see.
Lucas probably blow his lid. I get 113.
Do you want to, Ryan? Do you want to spot him all the way to 113, or do you want to spot him like a little bit below that?
We'll give him.
I feel like at 105, I can catch you guys.
105.
105. All right.
Yes, sir. We'll give you 105 if you're okay with 105.
105.
Right. I'm putting it in right now.
So it's
official.
Here we go. 105.
We're letting Phil in now.
All right. If Phil comes back, he needs to win the Heisman.
Absolutely.
That's the Heisman moment right there.
We already have like a reward for this.
Yeah.
What's the reward again?
I don't even know, man.
Ticket? Wasn't it a ticket?
No,
that's for our.
It's the fantasy league. We get a free ticket.
By the way, I cannot wait for my ticket to Kentucky at Texas.
Kentucky at Texas.
All right, next up, we got Clemson at Syracuse. This is the first of many pick'ems declaring whether or not Syracuse is officially a football school. Clemson's only favorite by 6.5. Josh, who wins this game?
I'll take the orange team.
The orange team.
Wait, hold on. The other orange team. The one with the orange. Give me the Cuse, baby. Give me the Cuse.
Wow.
Cuse got the juice. Clemson's going to have 3 losses in September.
Strong.
Plus winning. It's going to be on the hot seat.
You want me to go, Phil?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go. How about this? I'll go first because I'm supposed to be going first. We haven't been following that. I apologize.
Yeah.
So, I actually am going to take Cuse because weird stuff happens up there in the dome.
Carrier Dome. The Carrier Dome.
Weird stuff happens
Carrier
there.
Dome?
I know. I couldn't remember what dome. I was going to say the Terror Dome, but that's the nickname for Lane Stadium. I'm like, that is totally wrong.
Carrier Dome.
Virginia Tech has had some infamous losses there at the Carrier Dome, and Syracuse famously beat Clemson on Halloween back in 2016, 2017 when Clemson was inside the top 10.
Yep.
And so
Deshaun Watson.
I think it was like 2016 actually. Then you're right. So yeah, I think Cuse has looked good. I think Dino Babbers is playing for his job, and I think. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Clemson won, but I'm going to take Cuse. I'm going to take the upset.
Yeah, I'll take the Cuse here too, just because you guys did. Oh, I'll go last, I guess. Go ahead, Phil.
Oh, well, give me Clemson. 106.
He wants the free point.
There you go. He drags his points as he goes.
All right. Next up, we got Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns at Minnesota. Minnesota's an 11-point favorite.
Raging Cajuns are doing better this year. They're doing better.
No, they're not.
Well, they're 3-1. Give me Minnesota. For no reason, honestly, I can think of at this point.
Are we just going?
Yeah, we'll just go like this.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take Minnesota as well. I don't think they're going to win by 11, but give me Minnesota.
I see. Go on and give me them Golden Gophers up here. I really think they're going to be able to run the ball on them Raging Cajuns, eh? So I'll take Minnesota.
Yeah, give me the Golden Gophers there, bud.
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, you betcha.
All right. Texas A&M on the road at Arkansas. Texas A&M is a 6.5-point favorite without their quarterback, who is done for the year.
Yeah,
Who's
that's
their backup?
crazy.
Max Johnson. He's trash. He literally was he was a guy. He was one of the quarterbacks at LSU a couple years ago, and he lost his job to. I can't even remember the kid's name.
Yeah,
Not very good.
If Texas A&M had Connor, I would have taken them, even because his name is Connor. But give me Arkansas.
Arkansas has been playing some teams pretty well. That said, against my better judgment, I'm going to trust Jimbo Fisher and take Texas A&M.
Well, Phil, guess I'll join you, buddy. Arkansas dropped 1 to BYU. You don't lose to BYU if you're in the SEC. That's just poor.
BYU has a chance to beat somebody else. Well, we'll get there.
Yeah. So no Woo Pig Suey this week. Give me Texas A&M.
Not so fast, my friend. Give me the Horned Frogs.
Are you going to say the Horned Frogs? The Horned Frog.
I was going to say the Razorback.
BYU is probably full of funny people, so they probably left some people there in Arkansas.
Right.
All right, yeah. Give me Arkansas. Whoa, Pig Suey. South Alabama, the best team in the state of Alabama, taking on James Madison, the best team in the state of Virginia.
Oh no,
that might be true.
That is
true. And it's actually, I feel bad for James Madison that they still can't go to a bowl game this year.
Yeah, they're still on the postseason.
I don't feel bad for them. Damn rule breakers.
They can't even make the conference championship game, Josh. Even if they go,
They got caught. What do you want me to say?
They moved from the FBS from the FCS up to the FBS,
and that's a 3-year ban.
That's a 3.
Which is ridiculous.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Give me JMU.
I'm taking James Madison in this one too. Although I like South Alabama's it's USA is their
USA.
Yeah. They're like red, white, and blue too. I think that's pretty cool. I used to play with them.
I think they did that purpose. They knew what they were doing when they put that team together.
But JMU for sure.
Yeah, I'll take James Madison as well. Give me the 3 points.
Gave me the Dukes of James Madison over the Jaguars of South Alabama.
They're the Dukies?
They're the Dukes. Yep. Next up, the battle of the directional schools in Michigan. Eastern Michigan at Central Michigan. Central Michigan is.
There's no Northern Michigan, right? No, that's Northern Illinois. I always get that mixed up.
Yeah.
There's no Northern or Southern Michigan.
But there's Western, right? That's
There
Corey
is
Davis.
Western.
There's Western Michigan. Watch out.
Fighting Davises. Yeah, give me the Chippewas. Give me Central Michigan. Is that the Chippewas? Yes.
The chips, fire up
Yep.
chips.
That's a good choice. Give me CMU as well. And they're gonna cover that spread.
I tell you what, boys, I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm gonna get me some queso with some chips. Give me the chips.
There you go.
Yeah, so
I like it.
Central Michigan's going to go in this game. They're going to fire up the chips, and they're going to cream Eastern Michigan. There we
Pause.
go.
They're gonna enjoy some ranch with them chips.
Hey, yo. Huh?
Hey, yo.
Next up, Houston at Texas Tech. Texas Tech's an 8.5-point favorite. I believe this
I
is
thought-
Houston's second Big 12 game of the season.
It is for Houston.
Yep.
Houston had that ugly game where they didn't look terrible against Rice and then lost, or came back and lost.
Well, Houston also got blown out by TCU.
Yeah. Texas Tech, I think, is better than the record, but I still don't think all that hype about them made no sense coming into this season.
It's at Texas Tech, boys.
It's at Texas Tech, though, so that's a difficult place to win usually. Give me the Red Raiders. I think Houston's is going to start off 0-2 in the conference.
Yeah, I agree with Connor. Tough place to play. And at Texas Tech, I'll take the Red Raiders as well.
I'm riding the Red Raiders. Let's do it, baby.
Yep, give me the Red Raiders. Baylor at UCF. UCF is a 12.5-point favorite. Does UCF finally get their first Big 12 win of the season without John
Is this
Rice
their
Plumlee?
finally, is this their third game?
This is
something?
their first Big 12 game. Or no, second. My
It's
bad.
their second. They've got a Big 12 win.
No, they don't.
It would have made more sense if you had said finally. That would have made more sense if
I
this
would-
was like their
No,
they
it's 3-1.
they finally get their first Big 12 win. Because the second Big 12
yeah.
win. they lost to
Baylor's
Kansas State.
terrible. UCF is also a pretty tough place to play in my experience that I've seen. So yeah, give me UCF.
Even with their backup quarterback.
Yep, fine pick, Connor. Because I am also going with UCF. Baylor is a dumpster fire. Give me UCF.
Happened to Baylor, man. Give me the Knights of UCF. What was that? 2017 national champions.
2018.
2018.
2018.
Right, that banner flies high.
Never
See,
could bring it down.
I'm not as confident in this pick as I would have been a couple weeks ago when they had John Rice Plumlee. But like Josh and them said, it's at UCF. Even with their backup quarterback, they should be able to beat Baylor. So give me the Knights. Boise State at Memphis. Memphis is a 3-point favorite at home.
Give me Memphis. Boise State's just been unimpressive to me. They should. I feel like there's a win or two that they should have had that they've kind of let slip through their hands. So give me Memphis.
This is a tough one to pick.
Memphis is also coming off of a 7-point loss on the road at Mizzou. So
yeah, which actually sounds more impressive now. But I'm gonna go with Boise State to win this game.
who was the recruit that committed to Boise State over Michigan? No, I'm genuinely asking.
His name is Gatlin Bear. He's like
Gatlin
the
Bears,
fastest kid
the
in
fighting
America.
Gatlin Bears, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tigers as well. Give me the Memphis Tigers. Next up, Coastal Carolina at Georgia Southern. This game is on.
Wait, what about Josh?
Oh, Josh picked Tigers.
I picked the Tigers.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, that was go Tigers.
This game is on NFL Network because they have nothing else better to do.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Coastal burned me last week. They didn't look the greatest against Georgia State. And I think they're going to lose to the state of Georgia again. Give me the Eagles.
Yeah. I want to pick Coastal Carolina. I really don't have a great reason to. because I also would have thought they would have beaten Georgia State. Give me I'll go with Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern wins the game.
Yeah, I'll go on and take Georgia Southern as well.
Yeah, give me Georgia Southern, the Eagles. All right, next up, Michigan State, Lil Bronem at Iowa. Iowa's a 12 and a
The
half.
lowest scoring game of all time.
Oh yeah.
Who wins this one?
Over under, surprisingly, 12.5 as well.
Right.
Oh man, Connor.
Okay, I'm gonna go first on this one. I'm gonna be away for a sec.
Yeah, no, Iowa. I mean, despite how they looked, Michigan State is an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah. Give me a second, guys, but I'm picking Iowa.
All right. I'm gonna go with the fighting Cade McNamara's.
Fighting
and
0
their
points himself.
Their offensive ineptitude. Give me the Iowa Hawkeyes.
They win this game like 9-3.
Right.
So give me Iowa.
Yeah.
Next up, we got West Virginia. Country Roads, take me home. This game is actually pretty damn good. At TCU, TCU is a 14-point favorite at home. After West Virginia just took Texas Tech to the woodshed.
I still don't think West. I don't know whether to believe.
You guys
West
have
Virginia.
picked against West Virginia the last 2 weeks, and they burned you.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm still going to do it again. Give me TCU. Was that game at Texas Tech or was that at West Virginia?
It was at West Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, give me TCU.
Yeah, I think TCU wins this one. I don't particularly think either one of these teams are very impressive, but TCU at home, give me them.
Yeah, as we wait for Josh, I'll go TCU. Give me the Horny Frogs. I think they leap all over West Virginia.
There you go. That's what you were trying to say.
I like it. Yeah.
All right. Well, Josh, we wait for Josh. We'll just go on to the next one. Illinois at Purdue. Purdue gets a third straight home game. And they're 0-2.
Oh, Josh put in
Actually,
the thing.
Purdue is
Josh
0-3.
He's taking TCU.
Okay.
He put in our
Purdue is 0-3 at home.
The only one they have is against VT on the road.
Wow. That's not great.
Hudson Card does not look very good. Give me Illinois.
This one I struggled with. I just did a DraftKings thing. I had to pick one of these sorry teams, unfortunately, and I chose Purdue. So I'm gonna stick with that. Give me Purdue.
Josh is taking Purdue.
All right, I'm going Illinois in this one. The Fighting Illini get it done.
The Fighting Chase Browns.
Yep. Next up, number 24, Kansas, Rock Chalk Jayhawk at number 3, Texas. Texas 16.5-point favorite at home. Does Kansas prove they are no longer just a basketball school? They play football too.
Well, I know Lucas is taking Kansas. Josh is taking Texas. You put that in there. If this was at Kansas, I would take Kansas, but at Texas, I don't think so. I think Texas wins, unfortunately, even though I would love to see Kansas be good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good story. Kansas being good. I think it is also over in terms of them being in the top 25 because they're going to get destroyed at Texas. Give me Texas.
So the last time, I put this in the chat, the last time Kansas traveled to Austin, Texas to take on the Longhorns,
44.
Jalen Daniels in his first career start as an 18-year-old true freshman went
He was
on
my
the road.
starter that week.
Yep. Our 18-year-old true freshman went into Austin, beat Texas 45-44 in a stunner. They returned to Texas.
And the fullback who caught that game-winning 2-point conversion is still on the team.
Yep.
He's still on the team.
Mason Fairchild.
Yep. Him and Daniels were all in it that week.
So when Kansas goes into Austin Saturday night and beats the mighty SEC Texas, or not Texas, Kansas is back. Give me the Jayhawks.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you and
Hey, Lucas.
Lucas are both on Kansas.
Yep, Rock Chalk Jayhawk, baby.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Number 23, Mizzou on the road at Vanderbilt. Mizzou is a 13.5-point favorite.
Honestly, give me Mizzou, and I think the points. I think it's gonna be 14 plus. They win by.
I'll take Missouri as well. Vanderbilt just is not a good football team.
Yeah, give me Mizzou. Go Tigers.
Josh takes Mizzou.
Josh takes
South
Mizzou.
Carolina at number 21, Tennessee. Tennessee's 12.5-point favorite at home.
We saw how this went last year. Obviously, Tennessee was trying to, was obviously a lot better with Hooker there.
In that first, in the first half.
Oh, was Hooker hurt in this? Did he get hurt in this game, or was it the game before?
Drive of the game against South Carolina last year.
Okay. Yeah, give me Tennessee, but I definitely think Tennessee's obviously not as good as last year. I honestly wouldn't even take the points. I think I would take South Carolina in the points, but I'd take Tennessee to win because Rattler's looked good with how his completion percentage lately. And that guy, Xavier Leggett, who I have on Tennessee, has gone off the past 2 weeks. I think that's a difference maker. I can see South Carolina winning, but I'll take Tennessee for now.
Right,
Yeah, I'm gonna take Tennessee. Yeah, just give me Tennessee.
South Carolina has not solved their O-line issue. I think this is going to be a lot closer than people think. I think South Carolina might give Tennessee a run for their money, but Tennessee turned on dark mode for this game, so who knows? Give me Tennessee.
Give me the Vols
That's
at
that game.
home.
That's a good point.
Next up, number 13, LSU on the road at number 20, Ole Miss. LSU is only a 2.5-point favorite on the road.
I'd feel a lot more confident taking Ole Miss if they had won last week. With how Neighbor has looked at wide receiver for LSU the past few weeks, he's looked fantastic. I think that'll be a difference maker as well. Give me LSU.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Tigers as well. I'm surprised the spread is only 2.5. I think they win by 2 scores.
Damn.
I don't think this is the same LSU team we saw week 1. Give me LSU by a touchdown, man. Who do I trust less? Brian Kelly or Lane Kiffin?
Brian Kelly.
I feel like Lane Kiffin's
Kiffin
going to run a jet sweep. One too many jet sweeps.
One too many jet sweeps.
All right.
Lane Kiffin lives and dies by the jet sweep.
A la Ryan Day.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to do it. Give me Ole Miss in the upset. LSU falls to 3-2, and we get to see Crying Billy outside the top 25.
Wouldn't it be Crying Brian?
Crying Brian. Yep, Crying Brian with his family outside the top 25.
With his family. Me and my family.
I thought LSU looked really impressive when they drug Mississippi State, but then they turn around and they've just been so inconsistent this year. It was just the Brian Kelly way. And I think this is a game where if they don't show up, Ole Miss is going to beat you. And I think that's what happens. Give me Ole Miss. Iowa State, the Cyclones at number 14, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a 20-point favorite at home. Do the Cyclones upset Oklahoma once again?
No. Give me Oklahoma and the points.
Yeah, I'll take Oklahoma in this one all the way to the college football playoff.
I will take Oklahoma as well, but if they do lose this one, I formally move that we change their name to Choklahoma.
Choklahoma. Give me Boomer Sooner. All right, number 12, Alabama on the road at Mississippi State. It's a night game. Does Alabama escape without getting upset?
I still don't like their QE situation, even though Milroe's clearly the best. He's still mid, but I guess I'll take Bama. I really would have wanted that Ole Miss game to have been Ole Miss.
Yeah. Give me Nick Saban. I'm gonna take Bama in this one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the elephant in this one.
Yeah.
How did they even come up with the elephant logo?
Don't ask me, man.
Don't ask.
I don't even know.
It probably had something to do with the Civil War. I don't know, man.
Roll Tide. That's all you got to say. Number 8 USC on the road at Colorado. USC's a 21.5-point favorite.
USC and the points.
Yeah. Yeah. USC and the points. Yes.
You don't think their defense is going to give up more than 28?
That's a lot of points, man.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
The thing is, USC has like talent on defense, and the other problem I have is that Colorado State cannot block to save their lives. That offense,
you mean just Colorado?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Colorado. The offensive line is trash. The defensive line is trash.
But if Arizona State can score 28 on USC, why can't Colorado?
Because Arizona State actually has.
It's not about guys. It's not about if Colorado will put 28 points, 30 points on the board.
Right.
It's if USC will put 80 on them. I'm not.
And I don't know if Colorado scores that many points.
Have a defense.
He's not going to have that much time.
I mean, to be fair, though, Phil, for people that don't know, Arizona State was without, 12 players that started for them in that game? They were down 2 quarterbacks, and then they were down their 2 starting receivers.
They were down 1 quarterback.
No, 2 of them.
Switched from Drew Pine to because they lost Drew Pine somewhere.
Okay. But no, there was some. They had a lot of injury issues.
Yeah,
at Arizona State. I don't know.
It wasn't an entire side of the ball though. It was.
But go ahead, Josh. You got USC.
Yeah, I got USC.
I got USC at another baptism for Deion Sanders and the Buffs.
No. I don't think it's going to be like horrible. I just think like USC's just that much better than it's called.
All right, number 7, Washington on the road at Arizona. Washington's an 18.5-point favorite in Pac-12 after dark.
Give me UW.
Yeah, the Huskies win this one easy.
Yeah, give me the Huskies. I mean, it's not going to be close. Pac-12 after dark barely works sometimes.
Huck the Fuskies.
Are you taking Arizona?
No.
I was about to
Huck the Fuskies, but give me the Huskies. All right, number 2, Michigan at Nebraska. Michigan's a 17.5-point favorite.
Bill, you go last.
Michigan, and I'm honestly surprised that's not a bigger spread, honestly.
Well, because Michigan doesn't score more than 30 points.
That's true. Yeah, I think that's the one. That's actually the one thing about you guys is your offense isn't like blowing people out. But I'll take Michigan.
No, they're blowing people out, just in the most boring way possible.
Oh my goodness!
I'm gonna go ahead and I'll take. I want to take Nebraska so bad, but I'm gonna take the Wolverines.
Okay. You know what? Give me Michigan, and I'm going to come out and say it. They cover. Give me Michigan.
Shout out to my guy, Detroit. He says this game's going to be 41-0 at halftime. I'm not going to go that far. I am going to pick the guys in blue for obvious reasons, mostly because they're just better than Nebraska. But give me Michigan and the points.
Cool. I'll take over. Let me get this real quick.
I got it. Cool. Number 1, Georgia on the road at Auburn in a rivalry game. What is it? The longest rivalry?
The South's oldest rivalry.
Yeah. Georgia's 14.
It's not really much of a rivalry because Georgia is about to cover. I saw something that I think I saw something that Auburn quarterbacks have not thrown for more than 100 yards in a game in 5 straight games against FBS opponents.
Oof, that's tough.
Like, dear God,
especially since you run the ball a lot.
Give me Georgia and the points. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they double this. Auburn is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, I'll take Georgia and the points as well. This could get ugly.
It is at the barn, but give me Georgia.
Well, the barn burned down, but
War Eagle.
We still call them the barn.
Wait, hold on, Josh. War Eagle
will
not win this game.
Okay.
But they will cover because I think this is one of those games where Georgia comes out again sleepwalking through the first half. And you just can't do that in a rivalry game. You just can't do that. All right. Next up, we got the Toilet Bowl. Pittsburgh at Virginia Tech in prime time.
I'm surprised you didn't have a $1 ticket game. Wait.
Connor has to go last.
Hold on. Connor's going to make sure it's the $1 ticket game.
Wait. You guys can pick, but let me look this up.
All right.
I'll go ahead.
Okay.
Give me Pitt. Virginia Tech can't stop the run. They can't run themselves. Give me Pitt.
Okay. Guess we thought that drone guy was going to do something. Apparently not. Give me Pittsburgh. The final score of this game is going to be 3-6.
Wow.
Give me it in quadruple overtime, 2-0.
Hold on, they're gonna get a safety even though they start at the 25.
No, it's gonna be a safety. It's gonna be a safety. Somehow it's gonna end up being a safety. Do you want to know what's crazy? Is BT, despite this game is sold out. The next game against Wake is also sold out, despite how bad the team is. Unfortunately, the cheapest ticket available is $42.
$2. Okay. All right.
And just to let you know how little respect VT is getting, Florida State fans are saying that they should rest Jordan Travis next week.
Wow.
Or I wouldn't be surprised if he's out after halftime if they're up 35-0. Yeah, I mean,
he'll just go down on the first drive and be
I haven't done my Hokies focus. I'll probably do that tomorrow night. But I still think they need to stick with Drones. He's at least made the offense look a little bit more competent. They can run the ball a little bit better with him. It's just a mess of things. Honestly, if either team whoever wins this game shouldn't feel that good about themselves. But even Pittsburgh fans don't think there's more than a few wins left on the schedule after this. Give me Pitt. And I will subject myself to this tomorrow night, so you guys can watch that. Or on Friday.
We gotta have it live on the channel.
Yep, we'll have that live.
Number 22, Florida, the Gators go on the road at Kentucky. Kentucky's a 1-point favorite at home. Josh, you go last. Connor, who are you taking in this one?
Florida will not win. Give me Kentucky. But Kentucky somehow still won't be ranked because they won't get the respect from the AP poll. Probably. Josh knows it's true.
I hate to do this. Josh.
Kentucky.
I am going to pick Florida. I think yeah. I'm going to pick Florida. They win by 3 points. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going with the Wildcats, and I'm going to do the thing we used to do on the Week Zero podcast, but this was for the Tigers, but I'm going to do it for the Wildcats. All right.
No, I remember when Coster hated this. He hated us doing this. Man, he hated that.
What?
He's a Clemson fan, and apparently fans would do this. Clemson fans would do this and stuff, and he absolutely hated it. We would just do this all the
Wow.
time.
So give me the Wildcats.
All right. Well, it is Florida Hate Week. It has been for a couple days now. A lot of Florida fans talking a whole lot of mess and all that other stuff. Man, I don't know what to tell Florida except for this isn't McNeese State. This isn't at home. Hey, remember the other game Florida played and they weren't at home? What happened there? Oh, man, they got ran out of the stadium, didn't they? And they scored 11 points, the bastards. So they would score more than 10. Guess what? I'm going to make that prediction again. They don't score more than 10 points. Give me Kentucky to
Oh.
27
just-
to 10.
Just to spite you, they're gonna kick. Just to spite you, they're
They're
gonna
gonna-
kick a
they're
field
gonna
goal at
do
the
it.
end of the game.
No,
They
no,
will
no.
do
They're
it.
going to go for 2. They're going to go for 2 in garbage time.
No.
All right.
I'm saying they're gonna be at 7 points. And they're gonna kick the. They're gonna be
Next
at
up, we
8
got number
points
9,
from the
Oregon,
Wolves.
going to the Farm to take on Stanford, who's 1-3. The last time Oregon went to the Farm, they lost.
Trap game.
Trap game.
That's kind of could be a trap game. I mean, Stanford has some weird magic going there for Oregon. Stanford,
So does
Yeah,
Oregon exercise their demons in this game?
I would hope so. I'll pick them to cover, but honestly, I think we would laugh at them far more if they actually did. We'd laugh at Lucas so damn much if they lost to Stanford. That'd be hilarious.
Bo Nix would officially become No Nix again.
Oh yeah, you could kiss that Heisman goodbye.
I'm gonna take Oregon by like all the points that they can possibly score. Stanford is a train wreck.
I believe it's 60 minutes or as long as it takes. Oh, we lost
Phil's gone.
Phil. He should be back. He's not out of the thing. But
No, he's not. He's still there in the
60
background.
60 minutes or as long as it takes.
It's wrong.
First off, Stanford, what even is their mascot?
A tree.
Right? No, it's Cardinal.
Yeah. Or sorry, it's the Cardinals.
No, not the bird or anything. The color.
color.
It's the Cardinals.
And what do
Yeah,
they
that's
do?
what I said.
Oh, we're gonna have a redwood tree because it's red. Bro, I thought you guys were almost an Ivy League school. What are you doing? Whoever gets a medical degree
Well, now
from
they're gonna be an
Stanford
ACC
needs
school.
to just leave. Give me Oregon. Oregon with all the points, every single point. I don't think that's the spread could be far enough.
Yeah, the Ducks will quack the Cardinal. Next up, we got the Wig Zero Podcast Team of the Year pick'em. The mighty Campbell Camels, who let us down this past weekend. They tried making a comeback. Did not work out for them. They're 2-2 going on the road to play NC Central, who is the defending Celebration Bowl champs. The team that beat Dion last year. But
I mean-
also, I will say this: Campbell blew out NC Central last year, 38-0.
Oh, well, that was at home. I'll still go with the Camels, even though they burned us. We took them against Elon, and they burned us. So, yeah, give me the Camels.
Yeah, I'll take Campbell as well. NC Central just not great. I'll take Campbell.
Give me the Camels, man.
Yeah, give me Campbell. This isn't Jackson State. NC Central's powers only work when they play against Jackson State. So, yeah, give me the Camels. Next up, the Week Zero Podcast Game of the Week. Number 11 Notre Dame goes to Duke. The Cameron Crazies will be out in full force for this game as game day will be there.
For the first time ever.
For the first time ever for football. This is the last question for football schools. Is Duke a football school?
With Elko there,
do they get the win in this game against a Notre Dame team coming off an emotional loss?
Yeah, I think I'm taking Duke. I think Notre Dame will be let down. Ryan's not happy, but I think Notre Dame is going to be let down because of that. They're not going to be able to bounce back. I know obviously Ryan's going to say, Ohio State's defense was really good, but Notre Dame's offense also just couldn't capitalize when they could at times. And I think Duke has looked really good. Obviously, they looked fantastic against Clemson. That should have been a shutout win to start the season. Yeah, and I think Elko's a great coach. Give me Duke.
Yeah, I think Elko is a great coach. In fact, from Notre Dame, right?
Yep.
He was an assistant at
He
Notre
was our
Dame.
defensive coordinator the year we went to the playoff.
Yep, he's a good coach. All that is great. They cannot stop the run. Notre Dame runs the ball very well. Notre Dame's offensive line is one of the best in the country. I'm taking Notre Dame. What is the spread? 5.5. I think Notre Dame wins this game going away.
Well, give me the Fighting Lou Holtz. Give me Notre Dame to win this game. They are just going to run all over them.
Yeah, Clemson averaged damn near 70 yards a carry against this same Duke team. The difference is Notre Dame's not going to fumble the ball 3 times on the goal line and scoring situations. We will score. And also, I don't know how Riley Leonard is going to fare when all of his receivers are completely locked up by the best cornerback duo in the country.
Duke has the 16th best.
I mean, the fact that I'm talking about secondary.
Ben Morrison gives up 200 yards and 3 touchdowns.
But anyway, my point being, I don't know. I think for Duke to win this game, Riley Leonard's gonna have to run for his life because he's not gonna be able to throw the ball. If Notre Dame can lock up Marvin Harrison Jr., these guys at Duke aren't gonna cut it. So yeah, give me Notre Dame, and I think that they'll come in this game pissed off and blow out Duke by 21 plus on the road and get back into the top 10. All right, $1 ticket game. The Fighting Buffalo. What is it? The Buffalo what? Are they Buffalo Buffaloes? What is it?
That would just make sense.
What are they? Buffalo like
it's the Buffalo Buffaloes, right?
Does that make sense?
The Buffs.
Look that up.
The Buffs.
The Buffs.
Buffaloes. Buffalo. Pretty sure they're Buffalo.
Buffaloes.
At the Akron
Zips,
the Kangaroos.
No, the Buffalo Bulls.
The Buffalo Bulls. Okay.
Their mascot is called Victor E. Bull.
Victor E. Bull. Oh gosh, that's
great. Against Notre Dame playing with 10 or 11 on T.
Hey, that matters. Marcus Freeman better not pull that shit.
If Marcus Freeman loses to Duke this week,
is he on the hot seat?
No.
Okay.
I think he would be. I would have him.
Not with the recruiting class.
If it's coaching errors.
Not with the recruiting class they've got coming in.
Well, you can recruit all you want. If you're a shit coach, you're not going to win games.
Talent. Hey, we've seen coaches that suck at coaching win natties with talent. Les Miles? Come on, man. But anyway, who wins the battle of the Bulls and the Zips? Connor.
It's at Akron. That's in Ohio.
Oh, Connor.
I said Akron.
It's at Akron.
Phil?
Yeah, I'll take the Zips.
Man. The Zips. Buffalo hasn't won anything yet. Give me the Zips.
I'm going to kind of go with the chant we chanted at the Pat McAfee show. Fuck Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Fuck Ohio.
I did the
Give me the Buffalo.
Got that one.
I am not rooting for any team in the state of Ohio outside of Ohio State for the rest of the season. So give me
that
the
means
Buff.
no Toledo.
Yeah, no Toledo.
Are you sure? You sure you don't want to root for Toledo?
I don't want to root for Toledo.
Oh, you want to root for Wooster.
All right, Connor. You want to take us out?
Yeah, sorry, I was watching something. The Lions beat the Packers.
They really beat the Packers. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and that stadium is empty.
Yeah, and the refs honestly, that there was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened because literally the play happened when after the clock hit zero.
This isn't an NFL podcast.
I know, except for when I do my NFL power rankings. Then I'm starting.
You were talking about that. You know what?
Be sure to. Oh, Phil, going forward, my friend Macon and I are going to be doing power rankings for the NFL each week. Do you want us to put that on your channel as well?
NFL power rankings?
Yeah.
No. Not because I don't like you guys, but we definitely want to. I don't know. I think I'm going to be creating another channel.
Anyone that's here because of Phil, make sure you like and subscribe to watch that each week. We'll be doing 2 major events. So. But this has been the Week 0 podcast for Josh, number one Gator hater, Bryant, for Phil.
Read my under thing as well.
I can't because of the banner.
Take it off.
Billy Napier eats corn the long way.
That's right. That's
For Dr. Phil.
Yes.
I would love to see you dress up as him for Halloween film.
By the way, if you guys come across some media that you guys want the doctor to diagnose, be sure to send it my way.
Also, get Phil his money.
Yes.
You know who you are.
Bleacher Report. Yeah. Where you at?
Where's my money?
Where's my money? Man, I need my money now.
For Ryan, I'm Connor. This has been Week 0 podcast. We'll be back on